Hi, everybody. How's it going? I'm just going to kind of hang out for a second, wait for a few people to jump on, my moderators to jump on. We are going to talk about the border today. We are going to talk about United Constitutional Patriots, who has very much been in the news for the past few days. We're going to talk about my role. Hi, Lilo. We're going to talk about my role in regards to United Constitutional Patriots, and we're going to talk about the truth regarding the United Constitutional Patriots. Hi, American Jim. Hi, Margot. Hi, BK for Truth. Hi, Tammy. We are going to talk about the fake news that is out there in regards to United Constitutional Patriots. Um, Emma Dextra says, I support UCP. Thank you. Beth says, I have a black screen. I don't know why. Beth, try going back out and coming back in. Give that a shot. As far as I know, we're up and running and going good and that people can see me because it shows I've got about 43, 44 people in the room right now. And people are commenting, so I assume it might just be you. I don't know. But this is a touchy subject, okay? Because I am a United Constitutional Patriot. And there's a lot of shiz going on right now in the news in regards to that. And it is very upsetting to me to see a lot of this news because even though I'm not physically on the border with them, I know a lot. And I know what the truth is. And I know what's fake out there. And so I have been getting a lot of questions lately, a lot of emails, comments on my videos. People who are following me on Facebook, Atomic News TV on Facebook, have inboxed me and said, hey, are you still there? And that's why I had to make that real quick video the other day, you guys, to let you guys know, yes, I'm still here. Check mark. I am, oh, that's one of my moderators saying, all right, I guess Florida Jim will be in here soon. But I am marked safe from being arrested. I'm not being arrested, okay? Just because one United Constitutional Patriot was arrested does not mean the rest of us are going to be arrested, okay, guys? So Atomic News is not going anywhere, so don't worry. Hi, Melissa. Okay, there we go. Florida Jim is in the house. I haven't even seen my own husband come in the house here, Mr. Atomic. Hello, are you there? He's gonna say, I didn't get the notification. Well, hello, it's 7:03. Where are you? Leave it to me to keep it real. So, oh, I can hear. He's on now. I can hear myself in the other room. I can hear my big mouth. Um, so if there's time tonight, he says right here, dingus. If there's time tonight, I will take a few calls. If there's not, don't chew me up and spit me out. um, but just so you guys know a little bit of news, late last night, I was interviewed by Grand Supreme News. And I know some of you guys subscribe to his channel, and you guys know who Lewis is from Grand Supreme News. He's also pretty conservative. And we talked about uh, citizens arrest, a little bit about United Constitutional Patriots, and a little bit about what's going on the border. So if you want to go back and see that interview, I'm somewhere after the 1 hour mark. So if you don't want to, it's a really good show, and I suggest you watch the whole thing. But if for some reason you just want to, just look real quick and listen real quick, you can skip ahead. But he put on a good show, so it's definitely worth watching. And then later on tonight, I'm going to be interviewed by Let's Be Frank, you guys. You guys know who Let's Be Frank is. We've talked before. He's been on my channel. He's called in. He is another big conservative YouTuber out there that is interested in putting out the truth about politics and everything that's going on in the political world. It's funny because he nicknamed me Queen of the Border. I'm like, Queen of the Border? Who's that? That's me. I'm the Queen of the Border? I thought it was funny. Um, so, if you are not subscribed to Let's Be Frank already, go subscribe after this live stream, and it'll be 10 o'clock tonight, Eastern Time. I'm all like counting backwards. 9 o'clock Central, and then that makes it 8 o'clock Mountain Time, and then whatever the heck o'clock on the West Coast. So let's get into it, all right, you guys? Because I know that's why you're here. You want to know about what's going on the border. And I'm going to focus specifically about United Constitutional Patriots a little more than usual because that's the news on the border right now. It's all over the news. Fox, CNN, MSNBC, everywhere. It's everywhere. Yahoo News. So, for those of you that don't know, I am a sworn-in United Constitutional Patriot. Okay. My role with them is to take the videos that they make, the live streams that they make, documenting what's going on the border, and I push that through my YouTube channel in order to get the truth about what's really going on the border, the crisis on the border, because it is a crisis. I get it out to the people so that they can see it. I get it out to the American public. That is my role with them. I have never been on the border with them physically myself. I will be down there on the border physically myself soon. I'm 4 weeks away from moving back home to Arizona, so I will be much closer to them. But I have been working remotely for them for the past couple months. Florida Jim says this isn't a dating website, Jessica. I want them Latin men. Oh my lordy, leave it to my channel to... Oh, does this only happen on my channel? I don't know. Anyway, so that's what I do for them. Okay. I kind of remotely report for them. Hi, my hair is like sticking out. That's cute. But what happened on Saturday, I know some of you guys don't know, but our commander was in fact arrested. That is true. I can confirm that, okay? Because some people are like, oh, the great D-bag. Thank you, the great douchebag. Oh, thank you for your $10 super chat. He says, please, everyone, please check out, is it Kersey Ann and Forbidden Information, as well as Tony Patriot and Lee Pure Imagination, UTV, as well as Disabled That's Perspective. They are brilliant up-and-coming YouTubers. Awesome. Great. I'll check them out. Thank you for that $10 super chat. I appreciate you supporting my channel. You guys, if you don't know what super chat is, it's that little dollar sign right where you're typing in anything into chat. You can hit that button. I mean, you could donate it even as little as 99 cents, and you can put in a question, a comment, whatever it might be, and it will pop up like in highlighted bright yellow or blue for me to see, and I won't miss it in all of the chat going on right now. So thank you again for that super chat. I really appreciate your support of my channel. So going back to United Constitutional Patriots, I don't know where I was. Anyway, last night we talked about, on Grand Supreme News, citizens arrest. Okay. Our commander was arrested. I can confirm that. The charges that he was arrested on, you guys, are like 2 years old. Okay. It's for being... it's for being a felon in possession of a firearm. However, 2 years ago, when this supposedly happened, they had a signed affidavit that the firearms didn't even belong to him. And so nothing was ever done about it, okay? Because, hello, right? They weren't his. But the left conveniently brought it out of the woodworks when they decided they did not want the United Constitutional Patriots on the border anymore. Because if you know anything about New Mexico, Governor Grisham is very to the left, okay? She is the one that ordered all of the military and National Guard off of the New Mexico border. She believes in open border, okay? She wants these people coming through, okay? It doesn't matter what it doesn't matter how overloaded the area gets. She doesn't want to have anybody down there. She doesn't want the wall. She doesn't want any fencing. She doesn't even want any razor wire, okay? So what does that tell you? Thank you again for that $5 super chat. He said, the great douchebag says, sorry, I meant to say disabled vets perspective, not disabled that's perspective. My spell check messed up. My brain spell check messes up a lot too, so don't worry. I say things backwards and I stumble over my words, and we all do it. So thank you for that $5 super chat. Um, so the governor, as well as Congressman, I believe it's Veronica Escobar, I believe that's her name. She is very to the left too, and supports the governor in all of her non-protecting of the border and her people that goes on. So when they decided they didn't want the United Constitutional Patriots out there because they got too big, I mean, not in size and numbers, I'm talking about the truth got out there because of one, my channel, their Facebook profile, everybody sharing their videos. Unit 132, thank you so much for your $10 super chat. Unit 132 says, this might be a stupid idea, but what if you sent some footage to the mainstream media? Do you think they will make a story on it or make some fake news about you guys? Both. The answer is both. And I'll get to the fake news in a little bit. But our footage that has been taken by Jim Benvey has been on all over the news. And of course, what happens with the news is they use that footage however they want to meet their agenda. Does that make sense? But we're going to go into specific details in a little bit about what was fake. What are you yelling at me, Mr. Atomic? I can hear him in there yelling. I don't know. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know why he does that. I can barely hear in the same room. Anyway, so they didn't want United Constitutional Patriots down there on the border anymore because they were exposing just how many illegal immigrants really were coming over the border, okay? By the hundreds every single day, okay? They were exposing how sick all of the migrants were coming over every single day. So the only way they could target UCP and get them out of there was to get dirty. And let me just tell you, when they arrested the commander, they were dirty about it. And I can't give you the specific details about that because some things are classified under United Constitutional Patriots, some things are not. The only thing I talk about is what's in the news and what has already been presented on film, okay? But the way they went about it was dirty AF, okay? So they pulled this stuff out of the woodworks because they needed something, right? Well, the governor basically told the New Mexico Attorney General, get him out of here. So that's what they did. That's what they did. They got the commander out of there. But what they don't understand is it's not going to stop us. It's not going to stop us because the United Constitutional Patriots have a right to be on the border there, okay? The state of New Mexico is an open carry state. If you don't want people open carrying, guess what? Change the laws. They can legally camp in the desert there, okay? Just like Arizona, you can legally camp in the desert in Arizona, or at least you could when I still lived there. I'm sure it's still the same. But so them camping in the desert and then carrying firearms on their hips, completely legal, okay? Them being down there and documenting everything that goes on the border, them being down there and videoing alongside Border Patrol, completely legal. Everything that they're doing down there is completely legal. Okay. So let's talk about citizens arrest, which I briefly spoke about with Grand Supreme News last night, because that's what they're essentially doing is a citizens arrest. Okay. A citizens arrest uh, can get kind of fishy, just so you guys know. And this is where they are trying to get to us. Um, in New Mexico, I mean, you can do a citizen's arrest anywhere in the United States, okay? But how you do it differs from state to state, okay? So New Mexico states that illegal border crossing is not a felony, it's a misdemeanor, which, okay, that changed apparently in like 1960, whatever, I don't know, some year. But where they moved it from being a federal crime to, uh, or I'm sorry, a felony to a misdemeanor. Apparently, in the state of New Mexico, at least according to what I found in my research, is that in New Mexico you can only do a citizen's arrest and detain, I guess for lack of a better term, somebody if it's a misdemeanor. Okay, now let's stop and think for a minute. You, me, okay. Are you a cop? Am I a cop? Probably not, right? So for you and me to determine what is or what is not a felony or a misdemeanor, who knows that, right? Who has that all memorized? Thank you, BK, for the truth, or for truth, for your $20 super chat. He says, keep up the great work, UCP. Don't let the haters get you down. Us who follow no media is disgustingly lying. Thank you. Yes, that is so true. Thank you for your $20 super chat. Thank you for supporting us. So if the average person, and I'm not saying UCP or anybody down there is average, I'm just giving a hypothetical situation here, okay? If 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 the average person doesn't know the difference between a misdemeanor and a felony, you have to allow for a margin of error, okay? um, you can't have a citizen's arrest unless you allow for a margin of error because the average person doesn't know the difference. So it's almost hypocritical. Do you know what I'm saying? Um, you have to fairly allow for human error and not be able to pick and choose what you consider is acceptable or not acceptable. So if you're going to allow citizens arrest, you have to allow for a margin of error. It's only right. Okay, and I'm just generally speaking about this. I'm not specifically saying this is the situation with United Constitutional Patriots. I just want you to understand the hypocrisy of a citizen's arrest and how they're using citizens arrest against the United Constitutional Patriots. Let's see here. So I have so many notes, you guys. Like if you saw all my notes, oh my gosh, can I just show you this here? Hi. Oh, I'm not showing it to you. Hold on. I'm showing you my thigh. Hold on. Whoop. See all my notes here? Okay. Like I have so many notes, it's ridiculous. Just gave you a shot of my thigh. That was sexy. Not. So let's address the topic of militia, okay? First and foremost, the United Constitutional Patriots is not a militia. All right, let's talk about the definition of militia, all right? Because the definition of militia is a military force that is raised from a civilian population to supplement a regular army in an emergency. Do you know how many United Constitutional Patriots are down there? What's your guess? 5, 6, a dozen? Who wants to guess? Anyway, not that many, okay? That's a pretty small military force, if you ask me. It says a military force that is raised from a civilian population to supplement a regular army. I'm not quite sure how like a dozen people can adequately supplement a regular army. Okay, let's just get real. So they are not a militia, okay? Oh, they're just a group of people that are going down there to help in a crisis. The same as if there was a hurricane or like let's say California wildfires and they were going in to help, help people and get them out of there. Civilians do this all the time. Let's look at Florida and the hurricanes, okay? People they get in their canoes and they canoe through the flooded, streets asking if anybody needs help. That's something United Constitutional Patriots does, okay? They go to help and provide a service to the public in a crisis. Okay, so since we do have a crisis on the border, that's what they're doing. Now, they've also been accused of being terrorists. Let's read the definition of terrorists, why don't we? Okay? A person who uses unlawful violence and intimidation against civilians. Unlawful violence. Okay, let me just tell you, there's absolutely no violence going on down on the border from United Constitutional Patriots. They carry a sidearm. Not a single round has been fired, okay? No immigrant has ever been hurt. No immigrant has ever gotten sick because of them. There is no violence, okay? And I guarantee you they cannot find any if they looked. This was such a setup, I can't even say that without laughing at how stupid it is, okay? Okay, so a person who uses unlawful violence, which we just addressed, and intimidation. Intimidation. Okay, you guys are looking at me right now, right? Did you know that I had a coworker one time who was a good friend of mine, actually, tell me that when she first met me, she was like thinking to herself, God, I wouldn't want to meet her in a dark alley because I intimidated her. So does that make me a terrorist? Is Atomic News a terrorist now? Because I intimidated somebody. This is how ridiculous this is, you guys. Okay? I intimidate a lot of people all the time just because of my personality. That doesn't make me a terrorist, okay? And so that doesn't make United Constitutional Patriots terrorists either. Just saying. This is how ridiculous this whole thing is. So, just so you guys know, they said the great douchebag, thank you. They didn't say the great douchebag. I'm saying the great douchebag donated another $5. Thank you for your super chat again. Gosh, you're being so good to me tonight, you guys. I love you for this. Thank you for giving me a shout out. Hold on, it's fading away. You know how the comments go. Everyone, please help them get bigger and reach a larger audience. Thank you so much. That was sweet. Lilo says, you're a bad, bad girl. Yes, I am a bad girl. So let's talk about the commander, okay? They're saying he's a dangerous man who shouldn't have firearms around people or children. Yeah. No. He is 69 years old, almost 70. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 69 years old, almost 70. He is a Vietnam veteran. Okay. He served our country. He's done his time for this country. Okay. Let's just imagine a 69-year-old man here. Okay. All right. And this is not to put him down because I know he'd laugh at this. But I'm pretty sure he couldn't run 50 yards without getting exhausted, okay? So he's not going to be running through the desert through the mountains at night at 69, almost 70 years old, because he can't. He physically can't, okay? He doesn't carry a firearm. And I can confirm that through a third party who has been on the border with them multiple times and has said, I've never seen that man carry a firearm. Because in truth, what he does is he manages the group. He will sit in that pop-up tent trailer and manage what's going on and oversee and make sure everybody's communicating, make sure everybody is following protocol, which they have strict protocol. We're going to talk about that in a sec. And he is the camp cook. Okay, you guys, the camp cook. I've had phone conversations with him, okay? And he's told me about all the things that he has cooked for them down there for their meals, okay? And I was like, I remember saying to him, damn. I'm like, these immigrants are going to come over and cross the border just to eat your food. So that's what he does there, okay? Yeah, so unless he's running after migrants with his hamburger spatula, I'm pretty sure that's not dangerous. Let's talk about protocol, okay, guys? United Constitutional Patriots has a strict protocol, okay? They don't just allow anybody willy-nilly to come down there and run around on the border with them with firearms and catching immigrants, okay? They just don't. You can go down there. They vet everybody, okay? You can show up, but they're they're gonna say, hey, how you doing? And they're not gonna let you participate. Okay, I can't run down there, even though they know me very well. I can't run down there and just put on some camouflage and cover my face and strap my pistol to my hip and start working down there. Okay, there is a high level of training that you have to be able to show that you can do it, okay? Before they're going to let you do that. Otherwise, guess what? You're going to be hanging out in camp. What you don't know, I mean, well, you do know if you watch their videos, because they've said it 100 times, is that they're almost every single one of them is ex-military, ex-law enforcement, something of that nature, okay? And if you guys knew who was underneath those masks, woo! Yeah, let's just say they are more highly trained than Border Patrol in most cases. Okay? Let's just keep it real. And I'm not knocking Border Patrol. Them some tough bitches. All right? But let's talk about the Border Patrol, okay, right now. For those of you that don't know, one single Border Patrol agent, one, is assigned to miles at a time, okay? When you have a horde of 200 to 300 illegal immigrants come over in the middle of the night, do you think that one lonely Border Patrol agent can handle that? Let's keep it real here. Could you? Could anybody? Hell no. Hell no is the answer. And that is why United Constitutional Patriots is down there. They're the eyes and the ears for Border Patrol. So you've got this one Border Patrol agent. Let's say they're watching the end of the wall, right where they are. The wall ends, and you can actually just go right around the wall and walk right into the United States. So let's say they're watching that area. But a mile down the road, they're coming over the border in a different place, okay? But that Border Patrol agent doesn't know that, okay? But United Constitutional Patriots does because they have night vision, okay? They have all sorts of equipment, okay? So they are, at that point, can notify Border Patrol, hey, because they're on speed dial. Hey, just so you know, we've got 20 people coming over a mile to the west, whatever, okay? And then boom, Border Patrol can act. They can send more trucks, they can send more agents and get those people, okay? That's what they're doing. And then once they've caught those immigrants, United Constitutional Patriots is there to document that catch, okay? That's why you see so much video footage from them, because they want you to see what's going on. They want you to see how many are coming over. They want you to see how many are coming over sick. What kinds of people are coming over? What countries are coming over? That is their purpose, to be the eyes and the ears to help our lonely Border Patrol agent for miles at a time. Because why? Because we don't have enough of them. Because why? Because New Mexico governor is super leftist and doesn't want anybody on the border. Okay. So, um, United Constitutional Patriots is a necessary thing. It's a necessary thing. And it's, you know what? We wish we didn't have to do that. We really do. Why can't we just secure the fucking border? Let's keep it real, you know? And Border Patrol is quoted as saying, well, we can't condone, you know, people assisting, blah, 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 blah. They have to say that, okay? They have to say that. They can't legally say, yeah, we have civilians helping us. Come on now. Let's get real. But I'll tell you right now, if they didn't want them there, which I know they do want them there. They've told them a bajillion times, we're glad you're here. We're glad you're here. Okay, but it's always on the lowdown, okay? If they didn't want them down there, they'd tell them to kick it, get lost, get out of here. And they wouldn't let them document and film everything, you know, when they get a group of immigrants, okay? If United Constitutional Patriots was dangerous, Border Patrol sure as hell would not let them be down there documenting, okay? They would have got them out of there a long time ago. They would have lasted one day. Tell me I'm wrong. All right, let's talk about some fake news. CNN put out an article on Monday where they said all of the guns were confiscated from United Constitutional Patriots. No. Fake news. Then CNN went along to say there are 2 videos showing UCP holding and pointing a gun to migrants. Fake news. Let me just tell you, there is not a video that exists. It doesn't exist of any UCP member pointing a gun at a migrant. It doesn't exist. Okay? And let's just say if they did that, do you think Border Patrol would allow that? Do you really think they'd allow that? That would be like Joe Schmo police officer off the street allowing you to help him by pointing a gun at somebody they were arresting for something or other, okay? Do you think that would be allowed? No. So that's the fake news that's out there right now. And of course it comes from CNN. I mean, filthy stinking liars. I called them out and I tweeted them. Of course, you know, they don't fucking care. But I still tweeted them because, you know, I was pissed. I told them they were fake news. And if they wanted to find out the real news, they needed to come to channels like mine or Grand Supreme or Let's Be Frank, or one of those, you know, to actually get the damn truth. Because there's so much fake news out there, the average person can't tell what's right or what's correct or not. So that's why I'm making a live stream to tell you what's freaking going on. But let's talk about rights, okay? Oh, you know what? Let's not talk about rights quite. Yeah, let's talk about another piece of fake news. So another article that came out on Monday, and this was various news places, not just CNN. They said They said that the commander had previously admitted to training people to assassinate George Soros, Barack Obama, and Hillary Clinton. Fake news. Okay. Granted, some of these people have military background, but do you know where George Soros is? I mean, does anybody know where he is right now? Does anybody? I can hear crickets chirping because nobody knows where George Soros is, okay? It's like a game of Where's Waldo. So, come on now. Come on. This is the left creating a fake crisis. Okay, so they accuse the right and Donald Trump of making a fake crisis on the border. The only fake crisis is the one that the media is spinning right now, okay? And that's oh my God. Like, is there any news out there other than Independence that tells the truth? Anybody? I don't know. So let's talk about rights here, you guys. My eye is watering, sorry. So, they think that UCP is dangerous because they carry sidearms and they previously carried rifles. Well, people got upset about the rifles, so they went to the sidearms. Okay, hi, it's an open carry state. Huh. Don't like it? Change it. I think I just said that already though. But a lot of people don't. They'll say the Second Amendment is the right to bear arms. Okay, but I don't think the average American really knows what the Second Amendment says. So I'm going to read it to you because Mr. Atomic was kind enough to get me my pocket guide to the Constitution. It comes in handy, okay? But I'm going to read it to you. The Second Amendment, a well-regulated... Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah, that's it. Sorry. I don't have my glasses on. Give me a break here, guys. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. Right? The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Bitches. So they are doing nothing wrong by carrying a sidearm. Okay? I've already explained that they're not a militia. But the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Okay? So now you guys know what the Second Amendment says officially, word for word. And then I'm going to go to, another YouTuber that was watching one of my live streams. I think it was my last live stream, pointed out Amendment 4, Section 4. I'm going to read that to you again because it's so true. Article 4, I'm sorry. Article 4, Section 4. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government. Okay, so we're a republic. It says in the Constitution, not a democracy. The United States shall guarantee every state in this union a republican form of government and shall protect each of them against invasion. Well, motherfucker. They're not, obviously, in New Mexico protecting this country from invasion. And and every time Donald Trump tries to protect us from invasion, the damn left comes out there calling everybody racist, white supremacist, nationalist, blah, 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 blah. Just shut the fuck up and do something. Stop talking and do something, because it's clear the right wants to do something and the left wants to fucking bullshit their way through their job is what they want to do. Let's see. So just to clarify, the commander was not arrested for what is going on in the border, for anything that United Constitutional Patriots is doing on the border. That's not why he was arrested. But they're going to use that in the media to make United Constitutional Patriots look bad. Okay? They're using it to scare away anybody else who wants to do the same thing. They want to make it look like you're going to get arrested if you go down on the border and try and help your country. Um, they, the great douche, the great douchebag. Thank you so much. Um, for a $5 super chat, he says, please check out the American Joe show and Carl's opinion. Thank you for giving them a shout out. Okay. I'm gonna have to go back and write these all down after my live stream. I'm gonna have to go back and look at all this so I can write these down because I do that. Like when somebody recommends something, I will go look. Like I've had a lot of people recommend, I go see Grand Supreme News, and I've been subscribed to him for months now. He's a great guy. He's a sweet guy. But if you give us let's take a pro-American group, okay? Anybody pro-American, and the left wants to make them look bad. Let's arrest the leader and on 2-year-old charges that were shelved, basically. It's ridiculous. Let's talk about the railroad, okay, you guys? Those of you who have seen the videos know there's a railroad right near there, okay? And Camp Liberty is parked right by the railroad. Well, the railroad decided to be a bunch of a-holes, okay? They figured they're going to play into this whole left thing, okay? This whole spin of trying to make the group look bad, even though they're not doing anything bad. And they told the group to move, basically, their camp. Hi, Let's Be Frank. He says, make sure you come and watch Atomic News on Let's Be Frank at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Yes, I did say that in the very, very beginning, but thank you for saying that because I probably would have forgotten to say that at the end again to remind everybody. The railroad, anyway, wants them to move because they're too close to their train tracks, saying they're trespassing on their property. Let's talk about trespassing here. Trespassing. Have you seen the videos? Have you seen my videos that I posted with all these migrants that are crossing the train tracks? Who's trespassing? The migrants. Okay. And way back, I think like a month ago, we found out that the migrants were riding the train. They have a little thing going on with the train. And United Constitutional Patriots and Conservative Anthony outed what's going on with the train. They come at night, they stop, block Border Patrol, and all the little migrants come running through the tunnels, and they either jump on the train or they run through the tunnels and across into the United States, okay? So, yeah, we exposed. And Conservative Anthony exposed what's going on with the trains. That's why they want them to move. That's the truth. But who's trespassing? The migrants. They're trespassing. They're crossing the tracks and riding their trains illegally. So yeah. But let's talk about one last thing. Kidnapping. They're accusing the United Constitutional Patriots of kidnapping. Hi, Lilo. Thank you for your $4.99 super chat. I only want illegal naughty women. You and your naughtiness, Lilo. So, kidnapping. They think because United Constitutional Patriots tells these migrants to sit down and wait for Border Patrol that they are kidnapping them. Yeah. It's that stupid. Let me tell you something. If your child's teacher tells your child at school, sit down and wait for the principal, and your child complies, is that teacher kidnapping your child? Because I'll tell you right now, these migrants comply when they're asked to sit down. They do it. Okay? If you are told by a stranger walking down the street, hey, sit down, and you do it, whose fault is that? Not that dude. You're the one that did it. So, how can you call that kidnapping. They voluntarily agree and listen and sit down and wait for Border Patrol. If if the group of migrants decided, I'm not going to listen to UCP, and they take off, United Constitutional Patriots can't do anything about it. And would they chase them? Maybe. Just solely so they could let Border Patrol know where they went, which way they went. So Border Patrol, yeah, Covfefe. So Border Patrol could run after them and catch them, okay? They don't force anybody to sit down. They can't. It's ridiculous. And then to address the video where Jim Benvey is like, Alto, Border Patrol. He's not identifying himself as Border Patrol. He's not falsely identifying himself as a peace officer or anything of that nature, okay? The camera faces only one way, okay? You can't see what's behind my camera right now, okay? There could be a naked man standing right there for all you know. Okay? Mr. Atomic could be butt-ass naked right on the other side of this camera, and you wouldn't know that because you're looking at me. Okay? So when Jim is filming, you see what he's filming, not anything behind him or around him. Okay? These migrants, they understand the term Border Patrol. So he tells them alto, which means stop, Border Patrol, because United Constitutional Patriots knows where Border Patrol is 24/7. They do. They have surveillance, okay? So he can go, alto, Border Patrol, okay? And he points to where Border Patrol is because they could have come down a half a mile away and not known that Border Patrol was a half a mile the other way because they're running. They're running. They just want to get across the border. They're not paying attention. So if you point to, hi, Border Patrol, huh, right there, mofo. That's not falsely identifying yourself as Border Patrol or a police officer or a peace officer or law enforcement or whatever you want to call it. But you can't see that when he's filming. So they can dream on when it comes to United Constitutional Patriots. They can dream on because they know what they're doing. These are except for Jim Benvey, who is, their PR person. These are highly trained military personnel. Okay, they know what they're doing. So the left can argue, oh, they're dangerous. Oh, they're pointing weapons. Oh, they're falsely identifying themselves. All they want, but they only see one angle of the camera, and I guarantee you, they can't prove anything otherwise. To the left. And let me just tell you, when I post their footage, I really look at it. I pay attention to what is going on in these videos. And there have been times where I ask questions where I was like, hey, what was this? Can you explain that to me? So that I understand what's going on, because I know what you see can be confusing sometimes. But let me just tell you, these migrants are safer when they're stopped by United Constitutional Patriots, or well, it's better if Border Patrol gets them, but if they get around or aren't seen by Border Patrol and they're stopped by United Constitutional Patriots, they are safer than if they kept on going, okay? Because they come in the middle of the night, all right? I mean, they do come during the day too, but they come by the large numbers at night, okay, with children in a desert that is unforgiving. Extreme cold, extreme heat, snakes, scorpions, real coyotes, okay? They come in the dark with no flashlights, like they're literally running around the mountains, not even knowing where they're going. Okay. The coyote gets them to that border, that open area right where the wall ends. They get around it, and the coyote says, "Bye, good luck. America's that way." And they run across over that area that it's a short wall, like the wall, and then it stops, and then they have like a super short wall, so they can go right over it. It's like 2 feet. Okay. And okay, in the middle of the night with their kids, and they're sick. Okay. You've seen the videos on my channel, right? They're all coughing. Like the whole group, that huge group where I was like, this is the best footage you'll ever see of the migrant caravan being stopped. Okay. Um, they're all coughing. They're all sick. Okay. So they are better off not running around in circles in the desert, not knowing where they're going when they have young children that aren't theirs, probably. Um, 3,000 fake family units confirmed recently. Yeah. It's better that they're stopped and told to wait for Border Patrol, sit down, have a seat, and it's on video. United Constitutional Patriots handing out water to somebody that needed water. They've given snacks before to children. Um, Shoot, there was even one girl, it was unaccompanied minors that came over, and this girl almost like she was like faint and nearly almost passed out. We don't even know, at first they didn't know if it was real or not, or if it was a show. And they thought this girl was going to go into seizures. Can you imagine if she was lost in the dark on a mountain having seizures? What would happen? Migrants die in the desert, you guys. And that's the truth. If you think that's not the truth, you guys do some research, okay? That's why there's groups like No More Deaths that go and leave water out in the desert, food out in the desert that they were arrested for and stuff and are being prosecuted for. If that wasn't true, there wouldn't be groups like that, multiple groups like that, going out to the desert and leaving supplies and medical supplies and food and water for migrants. Okay, it does happen. So if United Constitutional Patriots hadn't been there, that girl could have had seizures and died. Okay, but they were there. They rolled her on her side. It's on video. It's on my channel somewhere. Maybe if I can find it, I'll put the link in the description box. They gave her one of those, those thermal whatever blankets that are silver. You know what? I forget what the technical term of those are. And waited and got Border Patrol there. They called Border Patrol so that they could come evac her out and get her out to be treated right away. Okay. So these migrants come completely unprepared, you guys, unprepared. They have no idea what is in the desert. They have no idea where they're going. They have no idea what they're up against. Okay. And the coyotes, they don't give a shit. They got their money. They got their money. America's that way. Good luck. Peace. That's what happens. So these people are lucky that they ran into United Constitutional Patriots. Lucky. Conservative Anthony, like 2-3 days ago, it was marker 28 on the border wall near Juarez. Door wide open. Border Patrol said they can't shut it because the mechanism is broken to shut it. Okay, and it weighs too much to push it shut. Migrants were coming through, and he has it on video. I uploaded it to my channel. This mother with her children, and she tells her children to cross the freeway. We're talking traffic coming. Woo! Okay. And these kids run across the freeway. And she's like, go, go, go. Okay. That's the danger they put these kids in. Okay. So these migrants are lucky they ran into the UCP, because who knows what would have happened to them. But New Mexico, they just want to be able to let them walk right in. Walk right in and die. Let's keep it real. So El Paso is packed to the max. Yuma's in a crisis. Yuma can't hold them all. Yuma declare not national emergency, a state of emergency in Yuma because they don't have anywhere to put them, and now they're roaming the streets. Okay. In Las Cruces, New Mexico, over Easter break, did you know that they housed migrants at the high school? Yeah. So you saw the videos. Can't make that shit up. In children's school gymnasium being housed. All right, good. Let's expose our kids to whatever fucking disease they have. Right? I mean, did they dump, a cargo plane full of bleach over it after they were done? They just exposed all those children to who knows what. Okay? And now we have Ebola, okay? Not here yet, okay? But migrants from the Congo are coming up and are being quarantined for Ebola. It's real, guys. You can go find it, go do your research. I'm not making it up. But let's keep that border open. Let's pull back the National Guard and all the military and not allow United Constitutional Patriots on the border because we don't need them, right? No! Oh my God, you guys, this shit pisses me off. So, I have been talking for 56 minutes. I thought that might happen. Am I a little worked up about it? Yeah. It's an invasion, you guys. It is an invasion. It's a non-violent invasion, let's just say. There's no bloodshed. There's no bang, bang, boom, boom, to put it simply. Yet. Because who knows who's coming over the border and might make boom, boom. Okay? Yet there are still people out there on the left that think there is no crisis and there is no problem with all these immigrants coming over. Well, our country cannot sustain the amount of immigrants coming in, you guys. We have already, to date, surpassed last year. Just put that into, your little brain. Just put that into your little brain. So the ACLU decided that they were going to, move against United Constitutional Patriots because that's what the ACLU does. They're the same as SPLC, okay? They're super pro-immigrant against Americans. When is this world gonna realize, or I should say this country gonna realize that we can't sustain this? I mean, imagine the whole triangle of Central American countries just packing up and moving it up. Yeah. The truth is they want what we have. Okay, that is the truth. Nobody, everybody's going to say, oh my God, Laura, Atomic News, you said that out loud. Well, that's the truth, okay? I don't sugarcoat shit. You know that. You can always count on me to keep it real. Okay? They want what? He's yelling at me. I don't know what he's yelling at me. Again. Something about Willy Wonka? Are you talking about the golden ticket? I think he's talking about the golden ticket. They want what we have. They want the golden ticket. I think that's what he means. I say that all the time. They want what we have built and created. And that's the truth. That's why they're coming here. They want jobs. They want a better life. They want what we have created. The only problem is, and this is where I'm going to upset some people, and I'm sorry if I upset you, but coming from the triangle of Central American countries, they are not educated enough to sustain what we have created. Keeping it real. They need Americans. I am not anti-immigrant, despite my anger about a lot of things. I am not anti-immigrant. I am anti-illegal immigrant. You want to come in this country, come in legally. You do it the right way and not cheat and surpass all those people that are waiting in line at the border trying to get in here the right way, or people that have been doing this, trying to become an American citizen for years, going through the process, it takes years. If you want to come in here right, great, welcome to the United States. But if you want to come here illegally, suck it. That's what I gotta say about that. Y'all think I'm crazy now, don't you? So, now that we're at an hour, I guess it's kind of late for me to take some phone calls. I'm sorry, guys. I promise on Saturday's live stream, I will take phone calls, okay? I do have to get ready for my interview with Let's Be Frank. You guys don't forget, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, the channel Let's Be Frank. He's going to interview me, the Queen of the Border. And we're going to talk about the same topic. So if you want to keep going and you want to talk more about it, jump on over there after this live stream, subscribe. That way you get the notification and come hang out with us there, okay? I want to thank you all for listening. Everything that I've talked about in regards to United Constitutional Patriots is nothing that isn't already out there. But there's so much footage out there, it's hard for all of you guys to know what the truth is about them, unless you've watched every single one of my videos. I haven't given you guys any of our secret information. I haven't given any confidential information or classified information between like me and United Constitutional Patriots. Everything I've talked about is already out there. I just needed to clarify for you guys what the truth is, and that there is fake news, and what that fake news is, because there are so many people out there going, yeah, they got United Constitution Patriots. Well, you know what? Those people are going to be the first to go down when this country falls. I'll tell you that. Because it's not going to be the Patriots. We're not going to fall. So we are still out there on the border. We are still working hard. And I say we because I am a United Constitutional Patriots. Like I'm more than one of me. And I support them and what they're doing on the border. And I hope that you guys will continue to support them down there too, because they are doing a good job. They are doing a good deed, and they are doing what needs to be done. They are doing what our country cannot get off their fucking ass and do themselves. They have bigger balls than the rest of America. So I love you guys. Thank you for watching my live stream. And